Oh, today is going to be a good day. I can feel it, I can sense it, because we are going to talk about Amazon advertisement. I'm going to explain what is Amazon advertisement, why should you use them, and how to use them. I'm going to show to you all of the little secrets that I use when it comes to Amazon advertisement. And by the end, you will know how to make twice or even more money with your Kindle publishing business. So let's get started. Hey there, this is Journal Exo and welcome to another extraordinary video. And if you still haven't done it, just go right below, click on that like, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can receive my weekly video updates where I share with you plenty of tips, a lot of advice related to Kindle publishing, and several ways for you to make money online. And today I'm excited, although I have an annoying dog outside, it just doesn't shut up. You know, the normal thing. I guess everyone who lives in a city has a similar problem nowadays. But I had to get this video done because I want to put out this great content. So let's talk about Amazon advertisement. What is Amazon advertisement? Well, pretty simply, it is what you see over here. Okay, so when someone searches for a keyword, which is this inside of Amazon, if you were using Amazon advertisement, you could have your book appearing over here on the sponsor section. And customers, usually they are lazy, so what happens is they click on the first book that has an enticing cover and most likely they purchase it, because people typically don't like to scroll down a lot because they are quite lazy when it comes to that. I do the same thing, most people do the same thing. So if you are able to have your book appearing over here on the sponsors section, then most likely you will be able to sell your book a lot more. Now when it comes to Amazon advertisement, the books that appear on the sponsor section, it depends on the bidding, okay? Normally, who bids the most has their book appearing over here on the top section. It's not exactly that way. Their system is a bit more complicated. Basically, the system works with the book that sells the most. I mean, you use the sponsorship, but the book that sells the most will be given a special priority. That means that they will rank the book better and it will be more visible to your customers. There's a whole system to that, which I'm not going to get in depth. But it depends on the bidding and also the number of sales that you do with your advertisement. The more you sell, the more visible your book will be, because Amazon, they want to make the most money possible, of course. That's their main objective. So why should you use them? Well, you just do a lot more money. Why not? I mean, I guess you like to do money. Everyone likes to do money. So by using their advertisement, you can sell your book a lot more. And that's the main reason. There's no other reason besides making a lot more money with each single book that you publish inside of Kindle Amazon. So that's the main reason. The reason why I use it. The reason why everyone should use Amazon advertisement. And if you want to get serious with this business, I highly suggest for you to use it. Now, there are a few things that have changed along the past few years, and I gotta tell you that Amazon advertisement is a bit more complicated, or a bit harder for you to actually make your book sell, because there's a lot more competition, okay? But still, you can make a lot of money with Amazon advertisement. And I mean, if you are putting so much, if you are investing money, time into your books, then you always want to maximize the profitability of each book that you publish inside of Amazon. Okay, so let's talk about how to use it. And first, I must mention the tools that you need to have available. There are several tools. The first one is the WPS Office. If you already have Microsoft Office, it doesn't matter. As long as you have an option to use a spreadsheet, then you're good to go. But the WPS, if you don't have one, I recommend for you to get WPS Office. It's similar to Microsoft Office, but it's free. Okay, so it's free, you don't need to pay, great. And you need to have a spreadsheet. The other thing that I highly suggest for you to get, because without having Publisher Rocket, which is a tool, I'm going to leave a link right below in the description from this video so you can get it. But this is a tool that I highly suggest for you to get it if you want to use Amazon advertisement. And without it, it is very hard for you to use to do advertisement. And I'm going to explain why later, but I'm going to leave a link right below so you can get this tool. It's there's no monthly fees for this. You get it once, deal done. And also, if you get it from me, I will send to you a special bonus directly to your email inbox. You just need to send a message to jordan@jordanalexo.com. I'm going to leave all of the necessary information right below in the description from this video. But you will get a lot of templates to help you make even more money with your books. Great stuff. Okay, you get several templates that you can quickly use, such as author bio page templates, so you can have an author page that looks professional, book information page template, topic research, brainstorming sheets, so you can more easily find profitable topics for your books, Kindle formatting guide templates, Kindle publishing checklist, book cover images, and templates. Okay, so if you get this from me, send me a message so I can send this bonus to your email inbox. Now let's get started. Let's talk about how you can use Amazon advertisement. Okay, so well, the other thing that you of course need is a book to promote. Actually, I have over here several books, but this is inside of a Kindle Amazon platform. And when it comes to nowadays, the thing that has changed for me is I used to promote my ebooks, but I no longer do it because it's extremely hard for me to make my books profitable with advertisement, because the biddings have increased over the past, I would say, 1 year, 2 years now, and it's extremely hard for you to make money with your ebooks. I'm not telling you to not try it, because as you can see, I have two different formats. I'm not telling you to not try it. You should always give it a try and see how it works for you. But personally, I have stopped using advertisement for my ebooks. Nowadays, I just promote my paperbacks, which I'm going to do today. So it's a lot easier for me to make profit with my paperbacks because they are more expensive. As you can see, they are more expensive. So it's easier for me to make profit with them. So you go to a specific book that you want to promote and you click over here on this three dots that you can see, and you press on promote and advertise. And yeah, you choose the marketplace. The marketplaces that I use is the US, which is Amazon.com, and Amazon.co.uk. So I use both markets when it comes to my advertisement. You can also try Canada, which actually doesn't appear here for some reason. But you also have the Canadian market, which is, some people say that it's extremely profitable. But I've been using these two different markets. And once you know how to do a campaign for the US market, it's basically the same for the UK market. Nothing special when it comes to that. Yeah, and so I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to create an ad campaign. Now when it comes to this, you have two different choices. You can use the sponsored products or the lock screen ads. I always use the first one. Actually, I already tried this one, but I never had much success with them. I just use this one, and these ones have been proven to make money and have been profitable for me. So yeah. So I'm going to promote this book, which is cryptocurrency, and I'm going to call this campaign cryptocurrency, campaign 1, I like to put campaign 1 in case I want to do more campaigns, because typically it depends on the niche, but typically I may do like 3 or 4 campaigns for a single book, and for that I will have about 4,000 keywords, and each campaign will have the maximum number of keywords, which are 1,000. Okay, so that is why I put this identifier over here for this, and I call it cryptocurrency C1 for this. So, and I just put the dates. Today is 25 May of 2020, and I just do this. Okay, now the daily budgets, I recommend for you to start with $5 each day and not go more than that, and just try it with $5 each day. Start date, I don't put an end date for this. I just check my campaigns on a daily basis, which is something I suggest for you to do, to check your campaigns on a daily basis, especially when you are starting out. If later on you might check them on a weekly basis, but I recommend for you to check them. Okay, some people publish a campaign and only after a month they remember, oh, I should check my campaign, and that is not something you should do, because if you have something wrong with your campaign, you might end up losing quite some money, and well, that's not something I personally like, because this is a business and it's supposed to make money. So be professional about that. So when it comes to this targeting, automatic targeting or manual targeting, you want this one because you want to have your own keywords. Campaign bidding strategy, I just use this option, fix bids. I already tried the 2 other ones, but I don't like it. I just like this one. And on a daily basis, I check my campaigns and I kind of adjust the biddings depending on the keywords that are making the sales and the keywords that aren't being profitable. Okay, when it comes to this custom test ad, I'm going to use this option. I many times just use this second option for this instead of this first one, but I'm going to use this this option. Allows me to have basically a small description on my ad, which may help me sell a bit better my book. But sometimes it really doesn't matter much. I've tried both options and I don't notice a huge difference, really. I think I consider that description for my ad is not that relevant, but I'm going to add it and I'm going to show everything that you need to do. Targeting, product keyword targeting, I'm going to use this first option. Okay, and now enter list. So related, enter list. Okay, and I'm going to exclude phrase and exact from this, and I want to add a custom bid. I don't recommend for you to add a suggested bid because that will give you the biddings that Amazon suggests for each keyword. And I mean, you typically what happens is you tend to spend a lot more money than you actually should. So just use the custom bid for this. And nowadays for the US market, I use a bidding between 0.30 cents or 30 cents up to 35 cents and sometimes even 40 cents for my biddings. Now for the UK market, I use a bit less. I use 0.25 pounds, 25 cents. I'm not sure how you say it in the UK market. Yeah, I guess it's 0.25. I guess you get it anyway. So for this, I'm just going to use 30 cents for this. Okay, 30 cents. And now here is where you need to start using Publisher Rocket, because when it comes to this, I don't suggest for you to make small campaigns with just 5 keywords. I suggest for you to always maximize this with the maximum number of keywords, which are 1,000 keywords, because this simply increases the visibility of your book a lot more. As I already said before, when it comes to this, I like to make several campaigns for the same book. Sometimes I have 3 campaigns, 4 campaigns. All of these campaigns, each one of these campaigns has 1,000 different keywords, okay? 1,000 different keywords for all 3 or 4 campaigns that I have for a single book. This just increases the visibility of my book a lot more inside of Amazon, and also by increasing the visibility of my book, more customers are able to find my book and also purchase my book, of course. So that's the main objective. So when it comes to this, the way that I work with this is I simply go to the spreadsheet over here, and I had a few, you can call them main keywords, C keywords that I use to start getting other keyword ideas. So when it comes to cryptocurrency, I'm going to start with cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. These are just a few things that come into my mind. Ethereum, I think it's also another blockchain. So several related keywords to cryptocurrency. And if you don't know where to get them, just go to your main keyword, and let's say that your main keyword is cryptocurrency. It can be another one, it can be yoga or something else. And over here on the titles, just see the keywords that people are using. You can see blockchain bubble. Blockchain is a keyword. Cryptocurrency, you can see another one. And just get about, I would say about 8 to 10 seed keywords, so you can start working out and get for others 1,000 or more keywords. Okay, so you get several ideas over here. The thing that I also like to do is simply go to the best-selling books. In this case, it could be this one, and I just grab the author name and I use that as a keyword to get other keyword ideas. So I like to use that also as a keyword, okay? And sometimes I also grab the title of the book and I use it as a keyword too, just like this. Okay, so now let's start doing the magic. So what you want to do is simply go to, and I'm not going to do all of these keywords, it probably will be too time consuming, but you have to have Publisher Rocket, and you go to IAMS keyword search, and you just click on this option. You have 2 different options over here, and I use both of them. In this case, I'm going to start with ebook, and I'm going to add my main or seed keyword over here and go get Tim Rocket. And you can see that this is soon filled with a bunch of different keywords that I can start using, just like this. Okay, and then I export to a file. Over here I like to keep everything organized into a file. Let's go over here, let's see if I can find it, this one, and I just save it just like that. And then I do a new search, and I do the same thing for book. I mean, sometimes you get a few different keywords when you use this book option, and I'm going to also export it. Okay, I'm going to export it to the same file, and make sure that sometimes you don't overwrite the other file. And the thing that you do to not overwrite the other file that you already have there, it just puts a dash or something else so it won't override it, so you have a different file name, because that sometimes happens and it's not something that you want. So let's do for another one and quickly do this. So new search, Bitcoin, and you can do this rather quickly. I mean, if you would go out there and do this manually, you will literally go insane. Okay, so that's the reason why I use Publisher Rocket. There's no reason for you to not use it, because it just makes your life a lot easier. I mean, there's let's do for book also, and I'm not going to do all of these keywords because that will take quite some time, and I'm just going to add a dash in this case just to not overwrite the other file. I'm just going to do another one. Let's do the author name and see what we get. Okay, new search. Because sometimes when people want to purchase a book, they use the author name. You can see that you get a lot of different ideas over here that you can use. Not saying that all of these titles are good, but you get the idea. And then you just do for book also. Okay. Okay, and here they have some ideas. Now, once you kind of ran out of all of the ideas for keywords, and you basically use everything, all of the keywords that you had gotten before in Publisher Rocket, you want to go to Google Keyword Planner, so you can get some extra keywords, and you can get a lot of different keywords over here. So let's go over here, and let's go to Tools, and let's go to Google Keyword Planner, and discover new keywords. And over here, what you want to do, I actually need to change this to English and put over here on the United States, because this gives me Portugal, which I don't want. I'm just going to add United States over here, United States country, save, and let's just put a few keywords. Let's say Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and cryptocurrency. And actually won't add these ones. I really just had the main ones. The other ones typically don't get good keywords, so like author names and book titles, you probably won't get some good keywords. So I just use these ones, which basically are the main keywords. These are a few extra ones that I just found on the book titles and the author name, and I get results. Okay. Now, to make your life a lot easier, so you can copy and paste this content quite easily, you just go to columns, modify this, and remove any of the extra columns that you have over here. So you can just grab this information and basically copy and paste it later on, which I'm going to show to you how you can do that. Anyway, what you want to do now is, once you have, let's say, a bunch of keywords, what you want to do is simply open up all of the files that you have gotten from Kindle Publisher Rocket, and I'm going to open all of them over here. So I'm going to the file where I kept everything, all files over here. I'm just going to open them. Now, the thing that you are going to do is pretty simply just do this. You can see that this looks ugly and confusing. And the thing that you want to do is just copy all of this information, just like this, and paste it over here. Now you go right below and you close this file because you no longer need it, and then you rinse and repeat the same process, just like this. Copy and paste it. At least with me, I get all of this dashes and this ugly stuff over here, which I think some people don't have this problem, but at least I have. If you have a better way to do this, or if you find a better way to do this, then you can put a comment right below. But this is the way that I've been doing this. I actually would like a quicker way for me to do this. And now I just go over here to this last section and I just do this. Okay, now the thing that I'm going to do is to separate all of these ugly things over here, because of course you can't select the keywords and use it for your Amazon advertisement campaign. What you are going to do is you go to data. This is with WPS Office. If you have Microsoft Office, you need to find the option, which I don't know, but you go to test and test to columns, okay? And you choose this first option, and once again I have all of this selected, and you go to other and you separate by this not sure how you call this in English, but yeah, you put this symbol over here. I think you can see it, and it will separate everything, as you may see. And now I just press finish and it separates everything just neatly. And now I'm going to just delete all of the things that I don't need, which is these three last columns. I'm just going to delete all of that information because I don't need it. Just like this. Okay, I select everything and delete it. And now you can see that I have this columns. I think you call it columns in English. And I'm going to delete all of them because I don't want to have them. And what I'm going to do is I actually pressed Control F to get this window. I go to replace and I just put this column over here and I put nothing right below where it says replace with. And I press find next. Actually, I'm going to replace all. Okay, just click on replace all and it deletes all of this columns over here. Now the other thing that you need to do is you need to select over here this first column and you want to remove duplicate, and you press on continue with the current selection, and it will remove all of the duplicate keywords that it will need. It still found a few of them. And now I'm going to do the same thing for the author names. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing for the author names because I'm also going to use the author names for my keywords, as my keywords, I mean. Just do this. Okay. And I'm going to delete the title because I don't need that. And I'm going to grab all of this author names and I'm going to cut, Control X, and I'm going to paste over here, Control V over here, and I have now 327 keywords over here. As I already said, you should get always the maximum number of keywords from Publisher Rocket before you go to Google Keyword and get the rest of them. As you can see, it found about 2,590 keywords. These keywords typically aren't so relevant, I mean, and that's why you should get most of them from Publisher Rocket. So I'm going over here to this and I'm going to publish these keywords, and you can see that I get a bunch of extra keywords. So that's what you want to do. I'm going to do once more. Now I'm going to the second page. Actually I could put over here more keywords, but let's actually put over here 500 keywords. And yeah, I'm going over here and I'm just actually it's probably copying a few similar keywords. And you just scroll down just like this. There might be other ways to do this. I personally find this the easiest way, just to scroll right down and just copy all of these keywords over. You select them, Control C. Once you have everything selected, you go to your spreadsheet and Control V, just like this. And once you have everything done, you should have like 5,000 keywords or 4,000 keywords. Then you're ready to pass to the other part. I'm just going to remove duplicates because sometimes it may get a few of them, as you can see. So I can have, in this case, about 814 unique keywords that I can use for my campaign. As I already said, these campaigns can have up to 1,000 keywords, so I'm just going to copy all of these keywords and I'm going to Amazon and I'm going to just put all of these keywords over here. And I'm going to add these keywords just like this. And sometimes what you should do, because sometimes for some reason, I'm not sure why, but for some reason it doesn't have all of the keywords that you had it over here. And what I do is I just press the second time and you will see that it will have a few other keywords that it didn't have the first time around. And at the moment you can see that I have 801 keywords that I can use. So basically what happens is once I publish this campaign, eventually my book will be sponsored in all of these different keywords. Okay, so now you want to add a custom test. This is a description. You can see this because I'm using Google Chrome. If I actually was using another browser, I possibly would be able to see the book over here appearing and the description appearing over here. But I have this problem with Google Chrome. Not sure why this happens, but it just happens. But this description is a description that will appear near your book cover, that will appear over here on the left side, and the book description will appear over here below. And the book description may help you make it a bit more, make it your ad more enticing. So if you want to learn how to, I'm not sure, I would need to know a bit more about cryptocurrency, which I don't know, so I'm not going to do a great job over here when it comes to the description. I want to learn how cryptocurrency works. Okay, I like to do something like this. This is nothing splendid, but what I like to do is I just like to have the keyword over here and also a call to action. Make something enticing, see what people inside of your niche or for that specific book they are trying to seek inside of Amazon, and kind of do a description where you explain that your book will solve your customers' problems. Basically, that is what you want for your books. And today I'm having kind of an allergy problem. That's why I'm scratching my nose. So yeah. So once this is done, that's basically how you set your first campaign. It's really that simple. So the main thing is really these keywords, and for this you need to use Publisher Rocket, because doing this manually is something very tedious and hard for you to do. Once this is done, you can just launch campaign, and it will take about 24 hours, sometimes less, for your campaign to get verified by Amazon and start appearing in their search engine. Yeah, that's simple. That is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any question related to Amazon advertisement, you can go right below, leave it on the comment section. I will try to reply to you as soon as possible. Also, you have all of the information that you need, so you can get Publisher Rocket right below on the description from this video. Also, leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That is all for now. Stay tuned with Jordan Alexo, and bye.